Happy Saturday. How are you? We are trying to stay cool. I mean, we do have air conditioning, but when it's this warm outside, you know, it still is warm. But so welcome. My name's Teri. Sorry, no vlog on Friday. It just got away. There was a lot that happened Friday. Got up in the morning and I tucked my hair back, so now it's going to bug me. Oh well. Got up in the morning and went out to the garden early and weeded all the weeds, and then what did I do? Oh, I did the garlic scapes because we are growing hard neck garlic, which means that it grows like a, it would, if I let it go, it would have ended up being a flower. So usually when it starts to come up, then it will sit there and it will start to curlicue. That's when you cut them off. And telling you, they're supposed to be milder than the garlic bulb, but man, it was pretty strong for me. So but I got those all cut off, and so probably within a month we should be able to dig up the garlic bulbs to see if we got anything or not. And then we'll have to clean them off and let them dry outside, not in the sun, for I think like 3 weeks. This is all new to me. So and I'm sure if we get a lot, I will be giving away some. So, because I don't eat garlic, Jerry likes garlic. So, well, I like I like garlic too, but it just doesn't like me. So I did that and got them cleaned and cut into. You cut off the seed part, and then there's like asparagus, there's a woody part, and like, I don't know where it was, but I could tell where it was darker green and light, so I cut that lighter part off. And they're in Ziploc baggies in the refrigerator. So Jerry said he was going to use them in making garlic butter, but he's probably already forgot about it. But they'll last about 3 weeks in the refrigerator. So but yeah, it was pretty strong. I had to open up windows because it was real. You know, it's that, you know, when you fry up something and it's a really strong smell, and then once you're in it, you get used to it. And then when you leave the house and you come back in, it hits you in the face. So that's kind of how this garlic was. So, but anyways, got that all set. And then yesterday afternoon, I'm trying to remember what we did yesterday, because I did do some recording, but then I deleted it all out. We decided to go back and get some more strawberries from that Amish place, and so we went out there. And of course, they only take check or cash, and Jerry didn't have only enough cash on him for 7 quarts instead of, you know, 8, which was no big deal. And they don't make change, so it was like $39, and he had 40, and maybe it should have been a little bit more, but she just said, nope, that's good enough. So we came back in town because we got those first. Then we came back in town, and he went to, we had to go to Walgreens to pick up a couple of my prescriptions, and then we went to Farm and Home because he was looking for some paint for a couple of metal vintage toolboxes he's redoing. And I guess you have to have like a medium, not color, but a medium. Probably helps thin it out or something. Well, they had the paint, but not the medium. And the paint was $10 a can. And he thought, no, he'll just go to Tractor Supply because it shouldn't be that. It should be the same price. Well, he was pretty shocked. We went to Tractor Supply, and the paint was $17 a can. So he had gotten what he needed on the other, but then he went into Ace Hardware and he picked up the spray paint because I think that was 10 or 12, something like that. Well, then he said something about, you know, going back out and getting some more strawberries. And I said, well, we can do it, you know, today if you want, because he wanted to get 3 more quarts because we're freezing them. And then I would like to dehydrate 2 quarts. So we went out there, and of course, they were nowhere to be found, the Amish people, and they're open. They're a business and they're open till 6. But I told him, I says it was 5:30. I says they're probably up having supper or something. So we came back home. No, we went to Family Dollar before all that. Went to Family Dollar. He picked up some things we needed. Then we went out to the Amish place and then came back home. And by that time, we're both tired and a little cranky. And then, what?
Keep going.
I know, I told you I was going to do this. You could come and say hi.
Hi.
And then we got home and started making some supper. And we had goulash last night for supper. And then, you know, a couple things happened last night that between, got a message from his sister regarding his mom, and she has dementia, and apparently she had a rough night, and she just messaged us and said that today was better. So, and then had goulash and stuff last night for supper, and by that time I was just like, no, I don't have it in me to edit to put it all together. So we just I just deleted everything. And so today, got up this morning and Jerry went out and he put the 2 shade cloths on, one on the cabbage and one on the cauliflower, because right now it is, I think it's 91 degrees out and the Feel Goods are 98, but it's like an oven out there, and this is the coolest of the 4 days. So this morning after he did that, and he had his breakfast, and then he ran out to the Amish place and got 3 more quarts and came back home, and then he got some coffee and he went out and started sandblasting on one of his toolboxes and stuff. And then I started washing and cutting up the strawberries to freeze, and those are about ready to come out to, I just flash froze them on cookie sheets, and then we'll get out the vacuum sealer, and we'll just put them in bags like that and add them to the other ones. And that's probably all the strawberries we'll get, because all that rain the other day we got has made the strawberries quite mushy and not producing, and I'm sure this heat is not going to help anything to them too. So but we've got enough of that. So today he's been out in his area doing the toolboxes and stuff, and I just been putzing around between the strawberries and lunch and thinking about knitting up a summer top. I sat there and got the yarn out and got the needles and did a gauge swatch and everything, and it should go fairly fast because it is a US 10 which is quite big, and a US 8 for the ribbing portion of it, and it's a bottom up summer top, and then it has sleeves, like a cap sleeve like this, and it has like a scoop neck. So I spent most of the day trying to figure out the needles and stuff, and so I'm going to try to cast it on. I have a shawl that is a shawl knit along coming up, and that will be July 1st. I think she said the pattern comes out June 30th, but I need 600 yards of yarn, or 150 grams, and most sock weight yarns are 100 grams. So I have some Knit Pick Comfy, it's called Comfy Fingering Weight. It's a purple, and they're 50 gram skeins, and so I had bought it for a cardigan, but I think I'm going to use, because I looked at the cardigan and I decided I wasn't going to make it, so I will use that, because that will give me, if I got 6 skeins, I should have enough. And then there's supposedly 3 other colors that are only 20 grams, which isn't a lot each. And so what I'll do is I'll go look through my leftover sock yarn and weigh out 3 of them that go together with that purple. But I also thought just about doing just one color, because one color was that Unicorn Kisses, and I know that I would probably have 20, 40, I probably have 60 grams left of that. So I just might do that, and it might just be those 2 colors, but we'll see what I come up with. I don't have enough of the pink left from the last shawl, so I'll have to look and see, because I've been putting all that yarn in blankets. So, but anyways, I just wanted to hop on and say hey, and I hope that you all are having a great day and staying cool, and hopefully you have air conditioning, and if you don't, I hope you have lots to drink and a fan or someplace to go to get out of this miserable heat, because seems like, well, they said the last time for our area in Michigan was 2018 when we hit like this. So unreal. So, but anyways, thanks again, my friends. Thanks for stopping by, and until we can meet up again. Okay, friends, it's going to be a little loud, but I got the air conditioner on the window, so, because I'm in the sunroom. But this is the top that I'm going to start and hopefully finish. So it is by 7 Sisters, and you can find this on well, I got it off from Ravelry, but I'm sure if you type in 7 Sisters top, it's by Dizzy, I think it's Dizzy Knitter. So but like I said, it takes worsted weight yarn. They used blue sky fibers in the cotton, 100% cotton worsted weight, which is like a Aran or a number 4. And I don't have anything like that. Excuse me, just a second. Sorry about that. I had to clear my throat. So anyways, I thought, you know what, I'd like to try that. So I pulled out of my stash. I have a whole bunch of these mandalas because I was going to make another pullover top, and I decided that I want to do this one instead. So this is a mandala ombre Lion brand, and it is called Cool Freud, and they always give you what it should knit up like. It is a number 4 acrylic, and there is on this 150 grams or 344 yards. So I like I said, I did my swatch, and so I am it is from the bottom down. Let's see if there's another picture here, because this is a paid for pattern. I paid like $6 for it. So you start at the bottom with a ribbing. I think it's 2x2, knit 2, purl 2, and it's like for 5 inches. And then you're going to knit up the body till you get to the sleeves, and then you're going to separate for the sleeves and all that stuff. And then you're just going to work on, I think you work on each side independently, but I'm not for sure. I've never done a top up, so this will be an experience for me. So this is the back. It's made to have 2.5 inch ease, positive ease. But like I said, the body is in a 10, and I don't have that needle out. The ribbing's done in an 8, so if you are a knitter, you'll know those are good size needles. This is the 8, and I use for my socks a 1, so it should go fast because it is big stitches. And I did like, on the swatch, I did like how this knitted up and how it felt. So I'm going to be pulling it from the outside, so it will start with that gray, and then it will go into the lighter gray, and then another light, and then the lightest, and then the dark, and then there's a gray in here. I might regret it. Maybe I need to start the darker on the bottom and then have the lighter on top. Maybe that's what I should do. So anyways, and the shawl that I will be doing with my friend Miss Jenny is by Nomadic Knits, and it's called Knitmas in July 2025. So this is also a paid pattern. So it is something she does every July. So I'm looking forward to that too. I don't wear shawls too much, but sometimes I do, and a lot of times I'll just gift them too. So, because I enjoy, I guess you'd say I'm a, I don't know, what is that, a progress or a process? I just love knitting, so, but if I can make something out of it, the more that I can use, the better it is. But anyways, I'm going to let you go, but I just wanted to show you what this is. And yes, I'm still working on my English paper piecing. I got clue 3. I've got 3 of the pieces that you're supposed to, out of 4, sewn, and I just have the 4th one is the flower, and I just have 6 of those to do. So and then I can start sewing that onto the circle. But it is, the wind's kind of picking up, It was supposed to get a little windy today, but cottonwood is really bad right now. All I have to do is walk outside and I got an instant allergy headache, and Jerry, his nose and just runs and he just sneezes. So, but anyways, thanks again, my friends, and I hope that your weekend was a good one, and till we can meet again, I guess. So yeah, I don't know what else to say, so I'm gonna let you go, my friends. Thanks again.